You have shopped from Amazon, but have you used Amazon's phone, which was more awesome than Apple? And what is this product that we will not even know that the other person is smoking? And today you are going to watch Pepsi's tea. If this video is awesome, then like it by 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Done. So let's start. Number 14, Cheetos Lip Balm. I also found the invention of this product very funny. After all, what did they think about making it? I agree that the taste of Cheetos is very good, but no one would want their lips to smell or taste like Cheetos. This lip balm smelled like Cheetos. And that's why no one bought this weird product. People often want their lips to smell good. That's why it usually smells sweet, like vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry. And that's why no one gave it much value. That is, it could not connect with the customer, and that's why it had to be discontinued. If anyone would have bought it, then they would have bought it for fun, not for actual use. Number 13, Amazon Fire Phone. After becoming a successful e-commerce company, Amazon thought that it would also sell its own products. On its own application, many people were starting to buy phones from Amazon, so Amazon launched its own phone, which was called Amazon Fire Phone. But it turned out to be a very big failure. Commercially, it seemed that it would be very successful, and it would be a very good competition, but it didn't happen. It was discontinued after 13 months of coming to the market. By the way, its interface and things were quite good, and it seems a bit different from the iPhone. But people didn't trust it. And secondly, its features were not as good as they were shown commercially, and most people don't take risks with things like phones. Number 10, Frito-Lay Wow. People love to eat chips, but one thing always worries about it is that it has a lot of oil. So that's why Frito-Lay launched Wow Chips, which had a lot of less oil, and that's why people bought a lot of it in the beginning. Often after eating it, people used to have a stomachache, but people couldn't notice that it happened because of it. But after a while, people found out that cholesterol is used to make it, which removes the oil in it. But this substance has a lot of problems in the stomach, and it can also be a very bad diarrhea. So that's why people stopped eating it, and these chips discontinued. Number 11, McDonald's Arc Deluxe. McDonald's started with a lot of growth, but after a while, its growth became very flat. And that's when McDonald's thought they would launch a burger called Arc Deluxe. Its main goal was an adult audience, and advertising was done in such a way that only adults should eat it. And it was more expensive than a normal burger. It also had a lot of different layers. But it flopped, and instead of increasing McDonald's growth, it caused a loss of $300 million to McDonald's. It had a lot of calorie content, because of which many people avoided eating it, and the rest of the people like to eat McDonald's personal favorite burgers. Number 10, Apple Newton. Apple, which is the most valuable company at the moment, has made a lot of bad products. One of them is Apple Newton, and Apple's founder Steve Jobs was also involved in making it. The reason for its failure was its price, which was $700, which was a lot according to that time, and it wasn't very long with it, but it was very wide. And because of this, it was very difficult to get a proper grip, and it was also very thick, and people didn't find its design very attractive. This was basically the way to enter the market at that time, but Apple completely failed in this. Number 9, Pepsi Blue. Pepsi often launches new drinks in the market, just for testing. And many of these drinks were failed. One of them is Pepsi Blue. It was also launched in India, but it didn't work much. First, its color was very different, so people thought it was actually unhealthy, but its taste was very sweet, and it was as sweet as tea, and the caffeinated taste of Pepsi was a little missing in it. That's why it flopped. After that, Pepsi AM and Crystal Pepsi were also launched in India. Pepsi AM used a lot of caffeine because it tasted very bitter, and people often didn't like its taste, and people didn't like Crystal Pepsi that much. That's why it flopped, because it was also in a lot of competition. Number 5, smokeless cigarettes. In 1980, there was a very big campaign for cigarettes, in which people were told that the smoke of cigarettes can be very harmful for you, for your friends, even for the environment. After that, R.J. Reynolds launched smokeless cigarettes. They thought it would be a big hit, because people have a problem with cigarette smoke, but this product also disappeared like smoke. Because people didn't have much interest in it, people liked the smoke of cigarettes very much, and they removed it, because of which no one was feeling good, so people didn't buy it at all. Number 7, Google Glasses. This is a Lothar product which was not launched due to being useless but due to being very good. Actually, after making this glasses, when it was tested, people were concerned that it is very good in recording and taking photos, which can put people's privacy in a lot of danger. Even after wearing this glasses, if someone takes a picture of you, you won't even know, which is a very concerning thing. Along with this, its price point, functionality, and design were also questioned a lot that it was very expensive and its actual function was moreover like spying, which should not be so easy and accessible for normal people, and that's why Google paused this project for some time. 6. Windows Vista Microsoft 2007. This was an operating system because it was launched in 2007. If some of you are running a PC in 2007, then you must know how fast it flopped because it had 3 divisions. First of all, it had a lot of bugs, and it didn't seem as simple to use as they wanted to make. And after that, one reason is that its hardware also had a lot of problems, and at that time it was very powerful for PCs, which means it could not be used in a normal PC. You can say that the PC was not that powerful for it, so it was discontinued because no one was using it. 5. Thirsty cat and thirsty dog. We humans get a lot of sodas, but why should animals be kept separate? That's why this soda was launched for dogs and cats. It was completely fine for them, they could easily drink it. And on top of that, there were some useful things in it because it was good for dogs and cats, but it didn't work that much. The reason for this is that at that time, most dogs and pets owners thought that they did not want soda for their dogs and cats. That is, it is not required for them. And they were also afraid that the company was saying that it is not harmful, but who knows? It may cause some damage to dogs and cats, and that's why most customers avoided it, and it was a waste of money for most pet owners. 4S Squirt Ketchup. So this was a simple tomato ketchup, but it was made for kids, it was put in fancy bottles, which you could squirt, and there were 3 different colors in it. The company thought that it would attract kids, but it did the opposite. Kids like normal red tomato ketchup, and this purple or blue ketchup ruined their mood, and that's why the kids didn't buy it. And even if a kid bought it, obviously his parents wouldn't have bought it, and that's why it was in the market for 5 years, but then it was discontinued. 5. Cosmopolitan Yogurt. You don't know about this company if you don't read the magazine. Cosmopolitan is a very popular magazine company, and they thought that if they enter the food market, and their first product was yogurt, and you think a magazine company is selling yogurt, how strange it will seem to people. And that's why people didn't think much about buying this thing, and they stuck to their original product, that is, it couldn't enter the market, and in a few months it was closed. 2. Hot Wheels and Barbie Computer. Hot Wheels and Barbie were made computers with the theme of these 2 popular things. Obviously, Hot Wheels was for boys and Barbie was for girls, but these computers were very slow, inefficient, and literally expensive, i.e., very expensive, useless computer, and that's why it had to be closed, because at that time most of the kids didn't even ask for a computer, and neither did their parents want to give it to them. 1. Segway. A while ago, this thing was marketed a lot, and you must have seen its advertisement being used somewhere. It didn't come to India, but a lot of effort was made to market it, but it flopped, because people thought that it would be better to ride a cycle bike or a foot pedal. It was literally a waste to them, so they didn't buy it, and the company flopped. Then like this video and go there, and it is necessary to subscribe. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye.